What is up, everyone? Welcome to another edition of Live Locks presented by Scores and Odds. If you haven't checked it out already, you're just making bad life choices. Go on over to scoresandodds.com. Get signed up. You got picks from me, Meansy, STL, Noto, all the greats over there. Plus, you get access to this nice little prop shopping tool where you can see exactly what we project for each individual batter, plus where the best odds are at. Like Garrett Cole, we project 7 strikeouts. Best odds are currently at minus 130 on the under of 8.5 over at PointsBet. Plus, you get access to Grant's Action Lounge, where, boy, have I been hammering in some bets today. I've got a lot of them. I got a lot of home run bets. Got a new system in place, trying it out. Don't go too heavy on anything, but I think that it's been going pretty well recently. Definitely had some good bets on home runs recently. Plus, I got some stolen base bets, which is fun. We'll go ahead and just get started because I'm running solo and I have so many bets to go over. So we're just going to go right into things. So the first thing is Thor's on the mound, and we know what that means. Stolen bases are going to be happening. We look at the current odds on the season. Thor has given up 14 stolen bases in 46 innings. By far the most in the majors. Second closest is Alcantara at 11 in 91 innings. So absolutely ridiculous stolen bases numbers for Thor, going all the way back for several years. He's been terrible at holding runners on, facing the Dodgers. So we got Freddie Freeman, who sneakily has 5 stolen bases this year, 8 last season. Actually will run occasionally, and anyone will run going up against Thor. Plus 1,400 odds over at Caesars. Absolutely my favorite bet on the board today. Also like Trey Turner to steal a base. He steals a lot of bases. He's going to run every single time he's on. Pretty much a guarantee, in my opinion, whenever Thor's on the mound. So Trey Turner plus 350 over at Superbook. I think it's plus 320 over at DraftKings. Like both of those. Going to get to a few alt spread bets. Dodgers -3 plus 250 over at Barstool. Not bad odds there. I think they absolutely blow them out. I like the odds of -3. It's Gonsolin, who's been great so far this season, been super consistent, going up against Thor, who, again, is going to let a ton of people run, has been well below average, is not striking guys out, getting some ground balls, but going up against the best team in the league in Dodgers, not having it. Next one, we got Arizona, -3, going up against Cincinnati. Cincinnati is not great. Davies has been sneakily good. Shout out to Stevie talking about this game last night on the morning grind. And Molly has not been fantastic this season, but Davies been sneakily better this season. Cincinnati lineup got a lot of strikeouts, has not been great. Getting at -3 plus 375 odds over at DK. I maxed that out with whatever they would let me get in. Now to the boatload of home run bets I have. So I'm going to first start with the Chicago game. So we look at Weather Edge, 113% increase to home runs. It's 93 degrees, winds blowing out about 15 miles an hour out to center. Bombs are going to be happening all over the place. We have Manea, who not a bad pitcher. Not a bad pitcher at all. But we have Manea going up against Hendrick, who is a bad pitcher. But Manea, lefty, has given up a ton of hard contact, a lot of fly balls this season, especially to righties. He's given up a 36% hard contact rate. So I've got, let's see, on the Chicago side, I've got a few of them. Morel plus 420 to hit a home run over at FanDuel. Wisdom plus 230 over at Win to hit a home run. They can get it plus 200 other places. And I feel like I had one more. Maybe I did not. Looks like I did not. So both of those guys with platoon split. Both those guys with some pop. 227 ISO for Morel this year. 273 for Wisdom. Both of them hit a ton of hard contact. So going up against a fly ball pitcher, I like them. On the other side, Hendricks, worse versus lefties, but you don't really have Cronenworth, Profar. A few guys here. Has actually been decent versus right. He's gotten a decent amount of ground balls, but I don't care. Machado and Voit, both these guys have a ton of power. Machado sitting at plus 250 over at Barstool. And what was the other one? Voit, he's sitting at, I think, like plus 205 over at Win. I like both of them. I don't care about the low odds. This weather is absolutely ridiculous, and those two guys have a ton of pop. We'll just go through the rest of them here. I don't have any particular order, but there's so many of them. I'm just going to hammer through it. Well, let's start off with the Minnesota games. The next one being played in Seattle. Not great odds. We have Buxton at plus 270 going up against Gilbert. Gilbert is a guy that gives up a lot of hard contact, a lot of fly balls to righties and to lefties. So saying at 38.1% fly ball rate, 40.7% hard contact rate. Buxton has 6 home runs in the last 6 games. Dude's been on a heater. I've been betting him to hit home run pretty much every single time over that span, outside of, I think, one game. And it's been paying off big dividends for me. So I like Buxton. I got Polanco to hit a home run at plus 460. Polanco's got some pop going up against Gilbert. Gilbert may strike out lefties a lot, but Polanco, mediocre strikeout guy going up against lefties. EJ asking Gonsolin, Manea, Bassett, all over 5.5 strikeouts. I don't like that one. I'm assuming it's a boost over on Caesars. I'm not rolling with that one. But like I said, Gilbert giving up a bunch of hard contact, bunch of fly balls, both sides of the plate. So I'm rolling with Polanco to home run plus 460. Then a bunch of Mariners. So Ryan on the other side was great to start the season, but huge fly ball rates. 58.5% going up against lefties, 44.3% going up against righties. So I'm going with the guys that are going to hit the ball hard. Trammell, Raleigh, and also we're getting good odds on this. Suarez, Rodriguez, Winker, bet all of them to hit a home run. Winker is sitting at plus 480. Too good of odds when he has a platoon split going up against an extreme fly ball pitcher. Trammell, plus 460, just big odds there. Rodriguez, way better than 500, plus 520 over at FanDuel. Suarez, plus 410. So I'm rolling all those. Oh, forgot to mention, in the Cubs game, I got Hack to hit home run too. That's probably my favorite one at plus 480 over at Barstool. Dude has some pop. Again, mention all the reasons why. Great weather, wind blowing out, going to be hot as heck over there. But yeah, let's just keep rolling on. Hoskins to hit a home run plus 280. He's got a decent matchup going up against Rogers, who's been absolutely just awful this year versus right. He's just terrible. 40% hard contact rate, 38.5% fly ball rate, does not strike righties out. Hoskins, numbers versus lefties, going all the way back to last season, pretty much his entire career, have been great. 271 ISO, 375 WOBA. Does walk a decent amount, but Rogers walks lefties more than righties. Just hit it. Trout to hit home run plus 270. Don't love much about it except for the fact that he's Trout. Riley to hit a home run plus 295. Going to be decent hitting weather over in Washington today. Got a matchup versus a rookie. Enough said. Not going to be great. Probably going to struggle in this matchup. So I'm rolling with the Riley over or to hit a home run plus 295. Judge just hits bombs. Judge just hits bombs every time. Going up against Kluber, giving up 1.72 home runs per 9 to righties so far this season. ISO's way higher versus righties. Not a slider guy, so worse versus righties. 40% hard contact rate. 37.3% fly ball rate versus righties. Playing in New York. Decent weather over there. Hit that to hit a home run. Bohm to hit a home run plus 700. Real simple here. Again, Rogers really struggled versus righties this year. It was decent last year, but really struggled for righties. Bohm has some pop. 50% hard contact rate versus lefties since the beginning of last season. Again, Rogers gives hard contact, gives up fly balls. Really like this line here. Gorman, I think I got this in the first game. We'll see. I almost bet Goldschmidt. He just hit a bomb a minute ago. But he should be at 530 in the next game. Did I get this for – let me check something really quick. I can't remember which game I bet it on. I'm fine with either. It's good weather out there. Let's see. Gorman. No, I have it for the second game. All right, perfect. They had the lines out for the second game. Plus 530. solid overall line. A few questions in chat. Choi over 0.5 hits. BVP play of the day. Don't bother with BVP. Acuna over 1.5 total bases. Don't know what the odds are, but I don't hate that. Is it worth trying to do 2 home run games for the Cubs game? Let's see. Is there any great 2 home run odds here? Let me check it out to 2+ home runs. Let's see. Cronenworth at 50-1 isn't bad odds. Voit at 14-1 is terrible. Alfaro, if he gets a spot there, 100-1. Don't hate that. Schwindel, 29-1. That's not great. Contreras, 19-1. Morel, 45-1. I don't hate that one. Hap, 48-1. I kind of like that one. So, yeah, there are some decent odds. Again, price shop them throughout other sites, but that's not an awful idea with this weather. It's just incredible. So I don't hate any of that stuff. Also, if you guys haven't signed up for Discord, just through the link into chat, scoresandodds.com/Discord. So we have all the lines out here, all of them. Yeah. So every bet I've made today is sitting in there. Seems like you're big on Seattle today, Grant. Not terribly big on Seattle for DFS. For bets, it's just good odds. Like I said, Ryan, he's a good pitcher, but he gives up so much so much fly balls that the odds on these guys, Winker, Trammell, Rodriguez, Suarez, all are a bit too high, considering how big of a fly ball guy is. Again, don't love the ballpark in Seattle. It's kind of neutral for home runs. But the weather isn't great. What is the weather in Seattle? I think it's 62 degrees, 56 degrees at the moment. It's supposed to be a high of 62. Right around game time, it'll be close to that. So it's just playing the numbers. Let's see. Vogelbach to hit a home run. I got it at plus 530 over at FanDuel. We look at the weather. Again, it's going to be good here. Mikolas throws just a ton of strikes. Versus lefties has not been as good versus righties, giving up 34% hard contact rate, 36% fly ball rate. Vogelbach, a guy we know has power. Dude's massive. As Daniel would say, the CEO of Team Girth, plus 530 over at FanDuel. Just hit it. Again, I wouldn't go too hard on these things. If you want to parlay them around, get some upside, feel free to. Most of them are on FanDuel, so it's fine. I messed around and threw out some same game parlays in the Seattle game and in the Padres game. So I'm not normally for it. I just take these straight bets, but I'm rolling with about a quarter unit on each of these. Tucker to hit a home run. He's going up against Dunning. Dunning's been solid overall this year. Big fan of his stuff, but he struggles versus lefties this season. 49% hard contact rate. Tucker, guy we know has pop, 43% hard contact rate versus righties. Dunning, again, just not as good versus lefties as he is versus righties. Not a great ballpark unless they open the dome. If they open the dome, boom, this is just beautiful bet. Ruff to hit a home run. Belt is on the IL. Ruff is going to be platooned out. Always a chance he gets pinch hit for, but decent chance he ends up playing the entire game. Ruff has a lot of pop going up against lefties. Bubic has been terrible. Just absolutely awful, horrendous, terrible, no good, very bad this season. Sitting at over a 5x, but 5.75. Not giving up a ton of fly balls, giving up a ton of line drives, a lot of hard contact. Just been bad this season. That's basically it. Ruff has some pop. It's that simple. I'm taking Ruff for a home run at plus 610. And then over on the other side, Salvador Perez, getting him to hit a home run at plus 560. I don't care who he's playing. I don't care where he's playing at. Again, Webb's a good pitcher here. Been pretty solid versus righties. Gets a lot of ground balls, but Perez is just good enough of a hitter. Hits a lot of fly balls, gets a lot of hard contact, has a lot of pop. Has struggled so far this season, but plus 560 to hit home run for a guy that had 40 last season and only played, I think, 136 games. I just really like this number here. Last bet, and guys, I'll answer the rest of your questions afterwards, but just go ahead and throw any questions you have into chat, and I'll get to them right here at the end. Is Rendon to hit a home run back from the IL? Going up against the Dodgers, Gonsolin's been good, but plus 400 for guys good as Rendon. I know his numbers this year are terrible, but not bad. Last year, a lot of fly balls, a lot of hard contact. Going up against Gonsolin, who's probably playing over his head this season, been super consistent. I think Rendon at plus 400, or was it 410? Plus 520 to hit home run is just solid overall odds. So, yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, that's it. Doesn't seem like there's many questions. BG over 0.5 hits, or is that changing? The chasing. I don't like betting over 0.5 hits. I do total base bets. I don't like the odds on hits. If you want to do a hit parlay and you're getting true odds on it, that's fine. I generally don't. But yeah, just boatload of bets today. It's baseball season, basketball season basically over. Hockey's almost over. So just looking for a way to get more money out there. We're going to have drastic swings any given day playing like this. So again, don't go too heavy. Know your limits. But these are what I bet and how much I bet. So like in total, I have what? I have 27 bets for a total of $2,900. That's less than I normally bet. Sometimes on Golden State game, that's basically what I bet on. So I'm not going too hard. Just betting a lot, and there's 15 games a day, so I'm not always going to have 27 bets. But if I'm going with my favorite, it's probably Hap. Some of the probably Winker, Perez, and Ruff and Morel are probably my favorite bets today. But yeah, that's basically it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll be back tomorrow. I think we're going to be doing 8 or 10 p.m. or 10 a.m. Eastern start time again. I'm not sure. We'll see. I might do it later on in the day. Normally I golf after slate locks and try and get in there before the early slate. What time do the games start tomorrow? Let me look. Go and check to see what time I need to actually get on here. Yeah, there's a few early games, so probably starting at 10, maybe I'll start a little bit later just because, but yeah, stay tuned. It'll be up on the YouTube site about a half hour before I start. So might go to earlier on starting next week. Yeah. Good luck tonight, guys. I'm out of here. See you, kids.